OJ got you right on camera, right front and center. Can't do nothing about that.
No, you don't.
Right front and center. All right. I was wondering to have that in here. It does, but oh well. Can't do that like that. All right. Don't worry about it. Huh? You can. Hey, Anne's backyard garden. A good day. Yes, I am about to go take care of some business or whatnot. Hope y'all having a good day. Michelle Ellen Powell. Hey. Hey, how are you? I am fine, y'all. I'm fine. Is it on? Oh, it's from down here. Okay. I am fine. So, I gotta go run a couple of errands or whatnot. And I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Second. I wanted to talk to y'all about something. So I was gonna put it up on my other channel, okay? And you see the title. You might want to pay attention. Did any of you see where? Did any of you see where somebody ain't got a seatbelt on? What? Where the election went on, and now it was said, I read the article today, that now we can actually say what we wanted to say. They said they can actually say what they wanted to say. And it's in regard to the Project 2025. Most of us already knew, before it even came out, that certain people was, pulling themselves from it until after the election. And it just kind of like, for some people, I feel like it was an act of you being fooled, pretty much. Because the way after that, and say, so after the election, then you're going to bring that to the attention that now it's safe to start saying and start speaking about it. That was, I can't even say a bold move, but it's something to make you pay attention to. Because if it's the way that it is, and everything that people have been saying is supposed to happen, and what it means and all that, I'm trying to get the words to say without saying, so I don't get a strike or whatnot on my channel for saying certain things that is not, that they don't want said or whatnot. But there's a lot of things that's about to change. And if you one that ain't got it together, ain't trying to get it together when it comes to feeding you and yours and having the necessities that you need, that's gonna be on you, right, Gail? That's gonna be on you. Less than 24 hours after it was said who won, now it's safe for us to tell you what the agenda was. Many of us already knew it, but it's just the boldness of it. And you got so many people that'll sit and say, you know, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. One thing about it, it's gonna affect a whole lot of us, no matter, you know, who you are. The only people it's probably not gonna bother too much is the people that's very wealthy, and they probably gonna even feel some of it. Then I saw where they was putting out there saying that you know, the leader of Russia, I won't say the name, didn't want to congratulate this individual. That's all you heard. Well, I saw today he did. He actually said that he was shocked that he handled everything so well. You know? And I'm like, it don't sound good. It don't sound, something is not right. Which making me make sure that I can crunch numbers. I can crunch numbers. But see, that's what the one that was just elected said, they was best friends. But the other one tried to say that that was a lie. Or was that all part of to get in position? I'm going to have to say that we're not friends, even though you say we are, just so, you know, you can get in. And now, after he's in, now I'm going to congratulate you. You know? And it's just like so many people didn't even pay attention to it. Just like so many people ain't paying attention to what they need to be doing to help themselves now. So many people just lost. Gail, you know what? Oronde, that's what we just experienced last night. She said the system went down in food line, and you had to have cash. You know what? We went to food line last night and had got some stuff and got to the register and could not pay for it because without having cash. Said their system had been down all day. They was only taking cash. And some probably like, oh, that's a coincidence, things like that. It may be, but then it could be where it's not. But because it was kind of late and we didn't have cash, we would have to go to the ATM, pull out cash. But what if the ATM was down? So that's a lesson that cash needs to be on hand at all times, which we have talked about that a couple years back when things was going on. That cash needs to be on hand at all times. You know? And a lot of people is not paying attention to the changes that ain't gonna be so good for everybody. You gonna have to help yourself. And people, they not finna give you nothing for free. It's red all the way across the board now. They're not finna give you nothing for free. Nothing for free. Oh, now what y'all doing? They not finna give you nothing for free at all. And so many people gonna be caught off guard. Literally gonna be caught off guard. And that's sad. So many people is worried about the wrong thing and can't even see what's right in front of them, what is happening right in front of them. Less than 24 hours. Now let's talk about what the agenda really was. How many people is now sitting back saying, wow, you should have saw that coming. That wasn't rocket science. That was easy. That was easy to see that. That was real easy to see that. I mean, It is what it is. That was real easy to see. That's the turn. That was real easy to see. So, let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I know what you mean. Also, we all need to pray up and have protection. Yes, exactly. Pray, but at the same time, like I always say, God has already told you to prepare for things that go on in the world. God has already told you. You know, the Bible already has spoke about that. So you know what's going on. You know what people is going to do and try to do. So why not try to help yourself? Yes, pray, but you got faith without work is dead. That's something I have always said, because that's what I was taught. Faith without work is dead. You can have all the faith, but you got to put in work to help yourself. You know? Did you not know how, okay, a lot of people is familiar with heaven and, you know, probably paradise on earth and all that. Do you actually think that, do you not know that when that time comes, you ain't gonna be in paradise being lazy? You gonna have to, you know, it's still gonna be doctors and well, things that you will have to do. I ain't gonna say doctors, maybe, I don't know, but it's still gonna be things you have to do. Everybody gonna have to work together to do this, and you ain't gonna be lazy. Just walk around lazy. You're gonna have to help keep up stuff and everything before you get into that point of y'all. Some of you that really know your stuff know what I'm saying. You're not gonna go in God's kingdom and be lazy. You're gonna have to try to help yourself. So God done told you to prepare. A lot of people like to say just prayer by, but you must miss those accounts in the Bible where God has told you to prepare. Yes, you got to pray, but don't let that be your excuse not to prepare for something. Because a lot of people, I'm just going to tell you like it is, a lot of people use that as their only ground, is to pray. God ain't told you to not try to help yourself. He give us discernment. You got 5 senses. You know, you got to try to help yourself. It just is what it is. Yes, pray and have faith, but that's not all you gotta do. And I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm just gonna pray about it. Well, kudos to you. Pray about it. You got one part right. Pray about it. Now, if you trying to live a life where you out there doing everything else, you worried about materialistic stuff, you don't care, you this, that, and that, and I'm just gonna pray to God that if something happen, He give me food. He give me what I need. But I'm not gonna try to help myself though, because you know I just gonna pray about that. It don't work like that. So I see what you're saying, Paul. So that's why I feel like a lot of people they go one-sided. If you're gonna go somewhere, go all the way. You got to, I mean, and I feel like that's just making an excuse, you know. You got to help yourself. You would not be in paradise being lazy. No. You're able-bodied. You better get you some canned goods. You better start crunching numbers. That's what I do. That's what I do. I just went over my budget a while ago and was like, whoa, wait, all this eating out? All this eating out and I should be a little farther than what I am now. But you can waste money very easily. You can literally waste money just eating out alone. I'm not going to tell y'all something I'm not working on myself. I just looked at our household budget and was like, whoa, ain't no way. Ain't no way. This amount coming in the house, I should be further along than what I am. But when we go back and look at the things that's spent, especially on food, mainly food, it adds up in a month. And I'm talking about fast food, which I need to get off the fast food anyway. I ain't got no gallbladder, been eating crazy. I don't know what, because I done said it. And I know that ain't good for me. That's not good for me. So now I'm going on. I ate something this morning I shouldn't eat. And I'm feeling it right now. That's my fault. And it ain't good for me. I got to make sure my other organs for not having that organ is straight. It's been a little over a year now. And I've been eating straight crazy. That's finna change. And part of that change going to help me to make sure I keep everything nice and cleansed and in the way it's supposed to be. And help my body out. Because if I don't help my body out and I keep eating all this crazy mess, I ain't going to be able to prepare and help nobody in my household. So when I tell y'all things, it's not only just for y'all like I got it all together. I'm human too. I know I shouldn't be spending money on all these milkshakes. I ain't got no business having no milkshake anyway. I ain't got no business having. But these are things I couldn't enjoy for years and years and years. And I've been literally enjoying them. But it's time to stop. Because one, I'm spending so much extra money. And for two, it ain't healthy. Good thing I'm in good health, but if I keep doing the way I'm doing, I'm bound to understand that I won't be if I keep eating the wrong stuff. So while I know I'm in good health, I need to keep it that way as much as I can. That's my fault if I don't. Same way if I don't prepare. Same way if I know we got X amount of money coming in the house, I should be further along with my business and my homestead and stuff like that than what I am. But I'm giving money to all these restaurants and the food don't even be good. The service don't even be good. And then it ain't even good for me. That goes hand in hand with us preparing and prepping. Because you gonna need it. You literally gonna need it. Because like I told you in the other live stream, I can survive. I can survive going in the tree line, getting me a raccoon or a squirrel. Like I told you, I asked Oronde the other day, for those of you that wasn't in that live, would he eat a raccoon and squirrel? He said no. I literally said I pick the teeth, I cook it and then use the bone to pick the meat out my teeth. But that's a lot of y'all too. You ain't finna eat you say you ain't finna eat no raccoon and no squirrel. Then I get them. It may get to that. But if you know you ain't trying to go that route, then you might be wanting to get some of the stuff that you will eat. Because 9 times out of 10, it gets that bad, you will. You will. You will. And people don't understand that man runs this world. Man runs this world. And it just is what it is. And some of y'all is probably like, why are you talking about this concept? Because this is this is down now where you really need to pay attention. We've been saying this. A lot of content creators on here have been saying the same thing. We have been saying the same thing for a couple years. We said not the raccoon, definitely not the squirrel. I would rather eat dirt and tree bark. Well, you have your dirt and your tree bark, and I have a tummy full of meat. A tummy full of meat. Because I'll probably get further along on that raccoon and that squirrel than on some dirt and tree bark, okay? You're going to have a problem with your intestines and everything else. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way people is, you know? Nothing against you, you know, you can't do it, but I can. I can. I can. I'm looking at the water right now. If push came to shove and I just literally didn't have nothing else and I gotta feed my children and some frogs in that water, I'm going fishing for some frogs. We eating. Now, if I provide it for you and you don't want to eat it, then get what? Can't do nothing about it. I mean, you know, can't do nothing about it. You know? So, and I'm going to tell you this. It'll be a lot of people trying to take your frogs, your raccoon, your squirrel. Let them get the smelling it and all this, that. And they hungry and they stomach licking their back. They gon' try to take it right from you. Right from you. Maybe some people that say, I won't eat this, I want this. Maybe you need to look at some of them shows. One called Naked and Afraid or something like